Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel here at the Henderson Haus. It has been a hot minute since I have been able to film and just sit down and invest some time here. And so today's video is going to be a little bit of a life update on what's been happening over here and the plans for 2025, Lord willing, what will happen. And just the things that I would love to see happen this year and that I'm praying will happen this year for just our home and also here in ways that I can serve you. So thanks for tuning in to my New Year video here at the Henderson Haus. So like I said, there are some life updates over here. Life has been pretty crazy. So last year, in 2024, things started out really strong with lots of things happening, and I was just focusing on my physical health and just healing my body in many ways and just different things that I could serve here, and serving you guys and just growing my YouTube channel, which I'm loving, connecting with people. It's super fun. And I just really love this platform so much more actually than other platforms. I feel like it's more personable, and I just really can connect with people on a different level and follow along on their videos, and it's just, I enjoy it. So last year, mid-year in July, we had a crazy thing happen in our home. So like I said, the year started out really strong, and just we had good systems and routines and just things were going great. And in July, the sewer of the city backed up into our basement. And so we lost half of our house basically. And we have still been living without half of our home, which has been challenging and has taught me a lot of things as a wife and a mom. It has been a very trying time in that way. And that has turned into a lawsuit and all sorts of things against the city. So that's a whole other thing, because our basement had been finished, and yeah, so that is a whole big deal. And if you can imagine, when you have half of your living space basically wiped out of your home, it makes things challenging from where the kids have their playtime, where we have our family recreation time, just where we would have our dining, because our home is on the smaller side. So that happened, and it really threw the second half of our year kind of for a loop. And so a lot of things like filming and things for my YouTube, it got harder and harder. And with all of those things. So with that being said, here in 2025, we still don't have a basement. So we are learning to live with just what we have up here, and it's taking some adjusting, and it's teaching us a lot of lessons, and it's gonna be an interesting one because I am expecting another baby. So we're adding another adorable human to our family in July here in 2025. And so we will be having a third child here, our fourth child, but our third child Earthside. And yeah, so we only have half of our house, and we're adding a third kid. So this is really fun. And we know that God will provide, and I'm just kind of taking it as it comes. So yeah, as 2025 goes along, we will have lots of changes, and the baby's due right in the middle of the year, literally mid-July. So we're really excited for that, and we're planning for another home birth, Lord willing, which I'm really excited for because I just love being in my space. So yeah, so in 2024, I got pregnant towards the end of the year, and I got super sick. And so I just really pulled back from all my platforms, social media, YouTube, because I was just so sick. It was just really hard for me to do anything outside of just caring for my husband, my children, and then I'm a music teacher, so just putting my energy into those three things. I couldn't really do much more out of that. And so I apologize for not really being present those last couple months of the year. I just didn't have the energy to give here on YouTube or anywhere else. So, but now I am officially in my second trimester and I have been starting to feel better. I have not been sick, which is great and a blessing. So thank you, Lord, for that. And I am starting to have energy again to do things. So for 2025, I have a couple things that I want to update you guys on. So with YouTube, I really value the personal relationships that you can cultivate here and how you can get to know people and really just be a bit more authentic and share different things that you're passionate about versus other social platforms, which are just they're, all swipe and instant gratification. YouTube is just all about longevity and really cultivating and building on relationships and getting to know the people that you follow and that you subscribe to. And I really value that about the YouTube world. So part of what I want to do here in 2025 is really just bring the things that I am passionate about. And part of that will be a little bit more of a vlog type of YouTube videos, the things that I am really excited about and that I'm passionate about, being unapologetically me. And so I just want to bring more into that here on my YouTube. And so that's going to be coming in 2025. And one of the, I'm not really someone who believes in like changing yourself and like being like new year, new me. I'm not into that. You are who you are, and you can grow and change and cultivate different things to better yourself and to humble yourself and to grow as a person. But you're not going to be a new person, right? You are who you are, and you are who God made you to be. You just have to take the time to reflect on your heart, the things that maybe you struggle with. And that is how we grow and we change, right? It's nothing we do. It's always the Holy Spirit. And so I really want to allow 2025 to be a year where I really want to let God take 2025 a bit more, because, in 2024, with everything that happened to our home, and then still without, it's just been a challenge. And with the state of the economy and everything, it just makes it even more challenging, right? So, yeah. So if you're new here, I am a first responder wife. My husband is a police officer. So a lot of our routines and our schedules are a little bit different than most families, only because he's not home as much as the average dad is home and the husband is home. So the way that we plan and structure our days is pretty opposite of 90% of the country. And world, basically. Unless you're a military family, you probably understand a bit more than the average person. So the way that we structure our family time and the way that we cultivate our family habits and family liturgies within our home look a little different. And so the things that I do for myself as a mom and as a wife, I have to be extremely disciplined with myself to accomplish anything, let alone goals or things that I want to achieve. So I try to keep things very simple when I set a goal for myself. And I hold on to them loosely because life can change. Like beginning of 2024, I had lots of goals. I had launched my blog and all sorts of things. And as soon as our life got turned upside down with the stuff with the house, all of that fell off because I just didn't have time. It was not a priority to me. And it wasn't the time. The timing wasn't right. And I just took it as a sign that God was saying, you know what? These aren't the things that you need to worry about. Invest your time into the things that are the most important and that I'm called to do. So that's what I focus on now. And I'm just letting go of other things such as a blog. I still have it, but I'm not taking the time to actually like invest in it, right? So for this year, some of the personal things that I want to achieve for myself is obviously just caring for my body as I'm growing a baby, and then postpartum, you know, caring for myself in that way. And so those are big important things, since my whole year will basically revolve around the baby, right? Having the baby mid-year, and then postpartum is that, you know, those first 6 months are usually the hardest 6 months on the body. So that'll be a big focus for myself, is just physical stewardship. Another big thing for me is cultivating habits of always learning. So I am a big reader. As you can see, there's books everywhere here. So my goal, I think I set a goal to read like 75 books. I think I read that last year. I don't remember. I lost track of how many books I read. But I have quite a few nonfiction books that I really want to invest time into and just really learn more as mom, because my son is my oldest. He's going to be 6 in the fall, which is exciting because we'll get to officially start year 1 of Charlotte Mason. And so I am in a Charlotte Mason co-op. I teach Code music, so solfa, to the children in our co-op. And my son is in the year 0, so he's part of the little group, and it's really fun to see and to kind of cultivate these habits with him. So we're really excited for the fall, which will be a big deal. So part of our year here and in my YouTube will be the beginning of our homeschool journey. I'm a 2nd generation homeschooler, so it's gonna be really fun to really have a formal time with him now that he'll be going into year 1, and I'm just super excited. We do like little things here and there, and we have a learning time, as he calls it, together, but that's just, you know, fun games and just learning together. It's nothing like structured. So yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm excited for that. So follow along for all of those updates this year. So we have baby coming, we have the official start of homeschooling coming. My daughter will be 2, and she is very busy. She's something else. So we'll have a toddler and a newborn in the fall as well. So that'll be very interesting to see how we kick off the homeschool year with a toddler and a newborn. And then a personal goal for myself is just really cultivating and nourishing the friendships, the core friendships that God has really put into my life, and investing into those women and gleaning from them their wisdom and knowledge. And just, that means a lot to me, you know, to have those core women and the people that we really surround ourselves with. You know, there's something to be said about those core people that are in your life, that you listen to their wisdom and their counsel, and that you give your time to. So part of something that I really am passionate about is just cultivating friendships. And I love people, and I love to connect with lots of people, but I really want to be intentional about those core women that are in my life. So just really investing into those gals, and yeah, in different ways. So that's important to me and will be a goal, and just being able to serve others in that way. I also want to be able to serve you here in the YouTube world. So I'm looking forward to the ways that I will do that. And one of the ways that I'm going to complete and serve something for you guys this year is my music program that I talked about last year. I had talked about it in the summer, back before we had the sewage city system thing that happened into our home. And so that really made it hard to film the lessons. And so I really want to be able to finish all of that and have that as something to offer you here on YouTube, and then with your homeschool routines in your home, to have that music program. And so I want to have that finished before this baby is born, and then have it available to be launched for the new school year in the fall. And so then you will have a program that you can have that's easy, accessible. My co-op families have been using these videos, at least the ones that I have completed. And the feedback I have gotten from the families in my co-op has been wonderful. And they just love the videos and they love the lessons, and they can do them as a family. They can all do, it's just so fun. And so I cannot wait to bring that to you guys and to have that completed. So I will be making that a priority during these winter months and the spring months to complete that you can have something that will serve everybody in your home, every age, and your children will have something, and you will have something that you can do and learn beautiful music and making a joyful noise. So I cannot wait to have that completed for you as well. Now, some other updates here in the Henderson Haus. It's just been a crazy whirlwind of a few months. I'm sure I'm not the only woman that gets violently sick during her first trimester and just can't do anything but vomit and puke and basically just keep everything running in your home as well as you can. So today's the first day I got back to my gluten-free sourdough baking in 2 months. Like, I haven't been able to even have the energy to bake. So I was basically just keeping my starter alive and feeding it every couple of weeks from the fridge. And so today, right now, I have some bagels rising and some bread rising, and it's just gonna be so nice to have freshly baked sourdough or gluten-free sourdough goods. So I do love simple homemaking and how to simplify things. And one of the things that I really want to bring to my YouTube is just showing you how you can do that and live on a simple budget. We live on a single income budget. We plan our budget around those things and my husband's income, and we keep things very simple, and we don't live this crazy luxury life, but we live very content and happy with our lives. And even though things are hard and we're living without half of our home, it's just been an adjustment, but it has taught us a lot of lessons about embracing the simplicity even more than I already was. I was already a very simple person and not needing a lot or not wanting a lot. And this has really taught me to even embrace more simplicity in my home and in myself and with my family. So I really want to be able to bring some of that to you here, because it just is so important. I think we live in a world and society that just tells us we need so much, even in the homemaking world and the homeschooling world. And in so many ways, there's just so much noise out there that tells us we need to do things in so many ways. And one of the things I really want to bring to this channel is just encouraging you that there are ways that you can just do things so simply, that don't have to cost a lot of money, that you don't need to have XYZ to do something, and all those things. So I really want, my channel to be a place that when you watch my videos, you're left feeling encouraged, maybe motivated, maybe convicted about some things, because we're always growing and learning about ourselves, and the Holy Spirit is always teaching us something. And so I hope that the Lord uses me this year, in whoever you are and whoever is watching my videos, that you will see Him reflected in everything that I say and do. And I pray that that is something that I can accomplish here in this space. And I really just hope that He's glorified in all of the things that I do, whether it's my vlogs or my sourdough baking or just my homeschooling journey and my pregnancy, whatever it is, or just being a first responder wife. Anything that I say here, I hope that He's glorified in all of it, because really in the end, it's not about me, right? And it's not about you. Quick recap here. Our basement flooded with sewage from the city. There's a lawsuit that happened, and that was crazy. Then we're expecting our 4th child. And so we're adding a 3rd Earthside child here into a home. We're living without half of our home, but we're going to be fully starting homeschooling in the fall with my son, who will be 6 in October. I'm a music teacher, so I teach out of my home, and I'm going to be finishing developing that program here, and I cannot wait to launch that for all of you guys. And I am so appreciative of just the patience, and I know there were so many people who were eager for that program, and I was not able to launch it when I hoped I was going to. So just so grateful for the grace that people have bestowed upon me here. And I really hope that this year, the things that I'm learning about myself and the things that I push myself to learn or to grow in and just to humble myself in, that you are encouraged, and you, every time you watch one of my videos, that you are left feeling some sort of growth, conviction, encouragement, and push to pursue the Lord in some sort of way, or reflect on something within your own heart. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to my life update and plans for 2025 here at the Henderson House. I'm looking forward to connecting with more of you here on YouTube this year. So please subscribe and follow along. Bye guys.